Well, also happening today, U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder announced steps that he plans on taking to curb minimum sentencing laws when it comes to minor drug offenses. He said in a meeting with the American Bar Association in San Francisco, he presented a new policy to reserve the most severe sentencing penalties for serious, high-level or violent drug traffickers. His reasoning is straightforward. The U.S. is wasting resources to imprison nonviolent people.
Because they oftentimes generate unfairly long sentences, they breed disrespect for the system. When applied indiscriminately, they do not serve public safety. And let's be honest, some of the enforcement priorities that we have set have had a destabilizing effect on particular communities, largely poor and of color. And applied inappropriately, they are ultimately counterproductive.
And you know what? Statistics support that claim. After all, incarceration costs in the U.S. were a staggering $80 billion in 2010 alone. And the federal prison population has grown by about 800% since 1980, forcing federal prisons to operate at nearly 40% above capacity. Here's an outline of the Smart on Crime plan that Holder actually presented today. Instead of mandatory minimum sentences, it allows judges to decide sentence length based on the crime. Here's how. Instead of listing the exact types of drugs or the quantities collected when the offender was arrested, Holder has new instructions for federal prosecutors on how to write criminal complaints when charging low-level drug offenders. The plan will also allow for the possibility of early parole for nonviolent elderly prisoners who have served a significant portion of their sentences. But again, it needs to be stated, this plan does not work to repeal or to rewrite minimum sentencing laws currently on the books.